the sound. Now sound is better. Sound is better. So we're just about to hit the road. Sound iko fiti. Internet pia imeshika. All right, guys, I don't know whether it's now working. Is it working better now? Sound quality? Sadi, if you're still watching, sound? Ai Sadi wana, mpaka saa hii sound yako haishiki? Okay. So sound iko fiti. Good. All right, guys. There we go. You know, internet imesumbua kwa sababu nilikuwa nimeport, but now nimeconnect directly na cable from the Wi-Fi. So the quality internet iko much better, and therefore quality ya quality ya sound pia iko fiti. Tom Terry, naona unasema sound iko fiti. By the way, today I've chosen just to talk about Likumba lievwe. For my fans, or rather the followers who do not know, wacha nirudishe hii sound chini kwanza. For those non-Luya na wale Waluya kidogo wako na kasumba wajui Kiluya wale, those who do not understand Kiluya, Likumba is basically share. So this song, I find it very relevant to my topic of the day, which is basically to talk about what is this share that our leaders are bringing home. By voting them in, we are sending them out there to go and hunt, to go and get our share or get something for us. So, ni nini wametuletea? Ni nini wameleta? What have they brought home? Unasikia anataja wasi kadhaa, anataja wafula wakoli, not wakoli, you know this song si ya juzi, ya hapo nyuma, anataja wakoli bifoli, anataja wa Munyinyi, anataja Weta, you know, those are the leaders wa hiyo time. But then let us apply it to present day. We are talking about our leaders, wale wase wetu wenye wako kwa leadership, all of them. We can start with the nearest person. Kama mimi nitaongea about Mheshimiwa Makabichi, nitaongea about Mheshimiwa Zedi, nitaongea about Mheshimiwa Makari, nitaongea about Mheshimiwa Lusenaka, nitaongea about Mheshimiwa Juma Nyongesa, the MCS were around here, you know. Tusonge, tukuje tuulize ma MPs, my own MP, my person, Mheshimiwa Makali, tuulize Mheshimiwa Didimas, tusonge tuulize investor Dan Kapundi, name them, Sirisia, tuulize Waluke, hata vile vile tuulize the leader of opposition, the Tawe founder, Mheshimiwa Jack Wamboka, tuwaulize maswali. Tusonge juu kidogo, tuingie kwa mama county, tuulize maswali. Tuingie kwa senator Wafula Wakoli, we should ask questions, but then these questions should be we should be given answers that that are worthy, you know. I'm sorry, guys, I started late, but I've noticed someone has asked me to share the link. So unajua hii kazi ya kushare link mui avoid when I'm doing live streams, because I always find it a bit weird doing that. But as we do that, wacha niwapatie ka advert kidogo mjue ni nini inaendelea. Ina go down on Sunday. Sunday tuko live kwa Mheshimiwa Jack Wamboka. You see, there are some leaders who have actually brought this Likumba home, you know. But kuna wengine hawaleti. Those are the questions we want to ask. Oh, now I've just noticed that my lighting is not good, right? My lighting is not good, right? Guys, say something about my lighting. mm. Semurera khukabane. Semurera khukabane. I hope sound is still good. I'm just sharing with those guys who are lazy. You know, I always tell guys, uh, follow, subscribe. It is much more easier. It gives me less hassle nikienda live. But sasa majamaa wanatakanga tu nikienda live paka ni share link. I mean, you guys, it's like I work for you. Eh? This thing I'm doing, I'm almost doing it free of charge for you guys. Huh? Ama nianze kuwa charge. I wish I found a way of charging you guys, charging for these services. Nikienda live na charge. Ndio log in paka unilipe. And I think I'm going to go that direction. Ngoja tu mtaona. Ati mpaka ni share muone link ndio muanze kunini. And some of you just demand ati wapi link. Mtu ananiulizia kwa normal message ati where is the link? Hmm? Mm. Mm. This song and Steve K's Amba Mutalia, they are more or less awakening songs. They remind us that we have leaders. They remind us that we should tell our leaders to be accountable. Yani mmechagua msee, msaa ameenda huko, ameenda kulala usingizi. Msaa ameenda huko, ameenda kujiundia mahali. Msaa ameenda huko, ameenda kusaidia familia yake alone, instead of thinking about the bigger picture, which is the entire community or region, or if not country, that is why unaona kuna majamaa wengine wameingia maofisi, unaingia kwa ofisi unapata ni kabila fulani peke yake imejaa huko, you know that thing. Those are some of the things we should be handling, a leader ameingia kwa ofisi, mwingine ameingia hata watu yake hawapatikani mahali popote. Leave alone other family members. Unapata hata wengine hata family members are also crying, So guys, I'm through. Nimemaliza hiyo biashara. So I've just realized nini si poa. Sound haiko poa sana. But we will be improving with time. This gadget has given me a hell of a time for the last about 1+ months, and we're just getting better. And I think the first live stream we're going to do near Jack Wamboka, the one I just showed you here a while ago, that is the first, possibly the first serious live stream we're going to do. Saa hii tu hizi ni matesting. Hata hivi tunafanya saa hii ni ya watu yangu tu. Let me tell you, guys had for some time been waiting for my live streams. I would do a live stream with over 50 people watching at one time. Even there was one time hapo nyuma I did a live stream with over 500 watching at one time, and I'm not surprised that currently you could find, like right now I'm looking at my phone and I can see only about 6. It has dropped to 3. that is it. And for me, I know how to manage expectations. I know why my viewership has gone down. People have not been expecting me to go live. I have not shared any link. I have not prompted those groups I run. It is almost actually it is 10:30. Most of my guys are asleep. Only night runners are awake right now. Night runners, modern day night runners. Akina Tom Terry hawa ni wachawi mambo leo. Akina David Mbogo. Akina David hawa ni wachawi mambo leo. All those guys who do forum hopping at night. If you had lived in 1942, the days of my grandfathers, the days of our ancestors, you would be running from one house to another. Nyinyi ndio wale wachawi walikuwa wanasemanga hizo siku. So that advert is about what Mheshimiwa Jack Wamboka is about to do. So yeah. So majamaa umelala. Hii kitu nimetaka tu kutest sound, by the way. And even you look at the topic, I've done a Bukusu dialect, which I have never done before. I've never done it. I'm just trying to do things in a way likely to suggest that yeah, it's not going to be business as usual once we get back normal. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to have a better place to do my live streams. Juzi, my cousin Nekoye, Veronica Sifuna, she bashed me for having a dubious background. And yeah, I accept. And she challenged me to improve on my equipment, but more importantly, my surrounding. And I think that is one thing that has been on my mind. I don't remember responding to her, but it was some piercing truth. Yeah, of course my background was a bit, off. Not off, it was just off. But I was so discouraged by also, I'm using the phone. So now you see, even with the gadget I'm having, yani ni kama kuvaa suti. Ukivaa suti unaipatia heshima yake. So the gadget I'm using inabidi niipatie heshima yake. That is why you're saying this. So hiyo siku nafikiri Nekoye aliniona nimevaa sijui aje she really bashed me, but Nekoye, we are improving. Tunasoga bere pore. Niliona comment ya Tom Terry hapa, ilienda wapi? Niliona comment ya Tom Terry. Ndio hiyo. Tom Terry anasema sound is okay. Thanks, Tom Terry. I don't know whether you guys from where you are, you can hear this music. Mnasikia spoa hiyo sound? There's a message in that song. Let me do this. Let me put this near it.
kusuna mwomulu yana kenyo kana akhina muse akhinilanga bindu bingi
mumu kusuna kenya kwa muse bali ali akhina akhinilanga bindu bita chebwe ni akhinilanga eunwa ine ndelimi
no mukhasi naye
umukhasi ne kenya kana akhina mona khakapa lukalakala akho yabene kakhama bibwili bitaru khuchebwe
semurera liliena lilioma bora bana baba khukabane enywe bayaya Likumba liliena lilioma bora semurera khukabane enywe baba Likumba liliena lilioma bora semurera khukabane asikari kombo Likumba liliena urisa kitui semurera khukabane lilo ni kurundu Likumba liliena bana baba semurera khukabane ogashi watanura Likumba liliena wakula wa munyinyi semurera khukabane ewe wakoli Likumba liliena ende ari semurera khukabane wigiri busundwa Likumba liliena akaranga we semurera khukabane ewe kamasi Likumba liliena nilio mwabora semurera khukabane semureba Likumba liliena ewe na kitare semurera khukabane no awekesa Likumba liliena nilio mwabora semurera khukabane oni garware Likumba liliena nilio mwabora semurera khukabane ewe wabwire Likumba liliena omwana wa cheni semurera khukabane Likumba liliena kumaya kuchu
Our leaders should consider bringing this thing home. Walete hii kitu nyumbani, si wote tugawane. Bring it home. So as I do this topic that is not, so much focused on a specific individual. This one is just for all the persons, all the leaders. I remember at one time we had other leaders before the leaders we have. Those who are still alive, they should also those who are still alive should be accountable. They should be held accountable. Hii maneno ya kusukuma wengine na wengine tunawaacha nje, wote wakuwe accountable, let them all be accountable. As I was saying, we have leaders right from the MCA level to the president, but then again, when we talk about pulling things away, we can only hold accountable those who come from this region. We are talking about the super CS, that is the prime minister. We're talking about the speaker. We're talking about the women reps, senators, MPs, MCS. Yeah, all of them. Kila mtu akona jurisdiction yake. What are you bringing home? Hii maneno ya kutaka tu saa zile mtu ameanza kupigwa mawe that we want to support. Sorry, I did not remove this advert. This issue of supporting someone thinking that we should just support because tunatoka naye nyumbani. We can support when uko juu at the national level. It makes sense to me that we are supporting anyone who has been, who is being make kitu hapa ndo niongee nisi sana. So we should support ule mwenye tunajua uko juu anasumbuliwa uko juu. Lakini hapa kwetu why not? Asking questions should be part of the game. Yeah. And no one should feel like asking questions is an attack. It is not. It is not. It is not. The only thing I will ask is we should have some soberness. We should be objective. Wakati mwingine kusema swali zingine or rather kusema maswali zingine zinakuanga tu za uchokozi, you know. They might not be insults per se, but ni uchokozi tu. Yeah. We know that politics is about is full of propaganda na nini nini, but why not can't we just exhibit what we call some soberness in whatever we do? And I look at the current scenario of politics ya Bungoma and Western at large. I see that the top leadership basically is comfortable up there. That is why any question that sounds like it is rubbing negatively on their egos, if not their credibility, wanaona ni kama ni makosa, you are not supposed to ask. No. Mimi, I cannot say that anyone has done nothing. I can't personally. From where I sit, I know someone has done something somewhere, but I also think that those who support these leaders must be ready to have facts and knowledge about their leaders. Mimi mtu mwenye ananisupport inafaa understand ya kwamba Edu amefanya hii hapa, amefanya hii pale, amefanya hii kule, na alifaili kufanya kitu fulani mahali fulani, such that mtu akikuja akisema Edu afanyangi kitu, this person should come up and say no, I know Edu did this, Edu did that, he has done that, he has promised to do this and that, and from his track record whatever he promises he does or he doesn't. You understand? Hizo ndo vitu tuna expect, hizo ndo the progressive discussions za kuwa nazo. So even if we are talking about Luya unity, si Luya unity sasa itakuja kwa sababu ya vitu kama kuulizana maswali, you know, so that we know how can we elect someone, how can we endorse or propose someone to be our leader kama hataki maswali. You understand? Utaki maswali, utaki kuulizwa maswali. Yeah? And by extension, I would like to encourage all leaders that if someone is asking you an objective question, just answer. Sasa unaona kama vile look at the scenario yenye mheshimiwa Weta alijipata in. After kuvurugana huko Kitale, he ended up parading guys. That is something that should have been done without even kusukumana, without nini. And I used to like Wetangula for one thing. Wetangula was not, ni mtu avoiding even a confrontation. Where there is a confrontation, if he knows there might be a confrontation, he avoids. I don't know who led Weta to that to that faction. Me, the Weta I know, yeye who avoid confrontation, and that is largely why Bungoma decided to follow him in the last election. The huge following that Wetangula enjoyed kwa election imeisha, it was because of his character. Yeye alikuwa amedecide, yeye ni he's not going to use violence to fight back. He decided to use brains. Na brains zake zilimwambia portray these other guys as the violent ones, some or most of them are violent, so that yeye kweni kama is a victim. So for lack of a better word, he played victim. Raila amemtoa kwa minority leader. Wangamati was now bragging, boasting and chest stamping that Weta didn't help him. He got the seat via his pocket, you know. The party, kina Wamunyinyi walikuwa wamejaribu ku take over the party. So everywhere he went, he kept on telling guys, I'm the victim here. He portrayed himself as a victim. Yeah, and that is why I'm saying he played victim. Now he won the sympathy of many voters. I do not agree with the statement that goes around that he's the one who made Ruto president. uh, by consolidating the entire Bungoma vote. No. You guys remember that I was the first coordinator of Friends of Ruto. We did groundwork hapa Bungoma hapa. I went to our maiden meeting hapa members club, where even some Jubilee Youth League walitaka kunipiga hapo. Yeah, those guys came and they were sent by one of the closest friends wa Mheshimiwa Ruto. One of the closest friends wa Mheshimiwa Ruto, who was then still in Jubilee, alikawaita akawaambia huyu jamaa asikuwe na meeting, because that meeting nilikuwa natumia my social media presence to actually put the word out. So most people knew that Friends of Ruto was being born, and the guy that is running the show is me. And you know, people knowing who I am, they wanted to associate themselves with me, some of them, and some of them had already made up their mind that they're going to be on Ruto's side. So to end up a members club, and we did our thing. You know, after that, hiyo movement ikaanza ikagrow until vile mimi nilipatana na hizi makesi za wangamati zenye kina wangamati walikuwa wananiwekea na mlevi wa Sirisia huyu. You remember that guy called Tom Makoha? Mtu amelewa kwa baka kuja kunichokoza akapigwa na maboys. Alafu akaamua kunishtaki mimi. You know? You guys, you remember I was remanded for 5 days, nikalala cell for 1 night, then nikapelekwa nikaenda hosi. You know? So after that, I decided I don't have much energy to battle Wangamati himself while I'm in jail, while I'm facing all these other things, and still I am running a movement where no one was paying me a single cent. I was using my resources. And by the way, let me tell you, once you take up such a position as a coordinator, ukiitisha mkutano, you will find yourself even paying transport for your members ndio wakuje mkutano. I did that for some members. Wakuje mkutano, wakifika mtu anakuambia nasikia njaa, na mnafanyia kwa restaurant, kwa sababu most times hakuna places zingine za kufanyia mkutano, so mtakutania kwa restaurant. Mkutano msana kuambia bana nibaie food, nibaie, you know. So I found myself being in a very tricky position, and that is why I quit being Friends of Ruto coordinator. And after that is when Koni akaendelea nayo. After Koni aendelea nayo pia akafika mahali akawachana nayo. Then there was some vacuum. Then Malomba picked it up. When Malomba picked it up, the movement was running. Then after some time, he transformed it into UDA. You know? And that is why I don't know, in this town, somehow, the person who ran on UDA alinishinda kura, kwa sababu most of the people wale wenye mimi nilikuwa nimeweka kwa Ruto walikuwa wananiuliza, wewe sasa wewe ndio ulitupeleka kwa Ruto tena wewe mwenyewe hata usimami huko. But it was not my wish, because at that time so many factors were at play, and that is why I ended up buying in Jubilee, a party that I joined in 2016 as registered by anaitwaje, Monica, I don't know her second name. There's this Kikuyu lady called Monica. She's the one who registered me in Jubilee in 2016, yes. And before then, I had only been in one other party, that is URP. URP ile nilijoin tukienda na Mheshimiwa Lawrence Ifuna. I'm the one who seconded Lawrence Ifuna kwa ofisi ya Ole Kaparo in Nairobi. Sijui ilikuwa huko Nikare na wapi. Kwa ofisi ya URP. Wakati aliona kwamba in NASA Weta atamvurutia chini, because Weta was now a principal to Raila, you know. So that is it. So back to politics here, Ford Kenya and Kenya Kwanza and, you know, UDA. I do not believe that Weta single-handedly made Ruto the president by virtue of the Bungoma vote. Bungoma vote had guys who had already decided. This is my personal view, by the way, and you'll find that if you look at it keenly, you'll find that I'm almost 100% right, if not 100 plus 101%. Yeah, so we had done our own groundwork here, and UDA by then ilikuwa na the largest registration around here, and credit goes to Malomba alikuwa anatembea na hiyo gari yake, ile gari yake, mnakumbuka gari yake ilikuwa na number plate. That guy did a lot, you know, give it to him. Alitembea na hiyo gari kaende kapigwa mamawe sijui hapo kwa Busia nini matters registration ya UDA. He did a good job for Bungoma to be number 3 in the whole country. Nyinyi mnafikiria Malomba alipataje udirector? Ni kazi alifanya. Ruto alimuona from far, you know. Most guys do not understand these things, but I'm just telling you so that you understand how Ford Kenya did not single-handedly deliver Bungoma. Bungoma had already decided. By the time Ruto alikuwa anakujanga hapa mikutano, many people had already decided. Alikuwa anatafuta tu zile undecided votes. So I know most of you know what I'm talking about, but it's just important that I say it so that watu waelewe exactly what we mean. So based on that, what if we just tell our leaders that, you know, as Wetangula says, I'm the one you have, right? So if he's the one we have, why can't we ask him questions? Why can't we ask Mheshimiwa Wetangula questions if he's the one we have? Why can't we ask Mheshimiwa Wetangula questions since he's the one who is at the top? He's the topmost, by the way, and that is why I've always said that if Wetangula leaves that position, there is no guarantee that Luyas, that Bukusus will have that position. There is no guarantee. Where I sit, Wetangula should remain there. Vile tunajipanga for 2027, for now, wacha akae hapo. And I will also second one leader, I don't know who that was, who said even the impeachment motion against Nakhumicha should never be supported by anyone who comes from this region. And the reason is simple. That is a political appointment. Hakuna ati Nakhumicha aliqualify. Hakuna. It is a political appointment. And therefore, whatever she does there, it is not her wish. Wacha hata vile anakujanga amekula ndimu, anajaribu kuambia venye sijui interns she should do what and what and what. She's under instructions. At times by the president and at times by just the cartel that runs the show. Kuna cartels hapo ulisikia wakisema kuna cartels hapo zenye hata waziri mwenyewe ajuangi what is coming from where. But hana option. Na kama kuna option, the option is to sanction. Pitisha iende. Because some of these cartels are the ones that run the country. Mnaweza fikiria hata wakati mwingine mnaweza fikiria ati president na alipitisha hiki. But president pia vile amefinywa na makartels na manini anakubali. Hata kama alipromise kuvua cartels, hawezi maliza cartels zote. Hawezi maliza cartels zote. There are some cartels that are too huge to be handled in one term or even 2 terms. Yeah, you remember the Nairobi governor alijaribu kupambana na makartels. What happened? They worked against it. You don't joke with cartels. Cartels will finish you. So maybe I'll still insist. We need to have our leaders agreeing that yes, they are on top, but they are subject to they should be subjected to the question answer sessions that we give, so that at times mtu hata kama sasa hizi vitu za marali, uzuri ya hizi vitu za marali ni it is not a must that it is not a must that for example waiter should come out every time and answer everyone. It is not a must, and I know that he will not. He will not come every time to. But once in a while, whenever you see a concern that is serious, you just come out and respond. It does not make you any junior. It doesn't. Yeah? Some of you who don't know, waiter has been outshining most of watu wenye amekuwa nao, whether in political circles or even academic. Yeah, he's been a smart guy. He knows how to maneuver. I know stories that one day I will be telling you guys. One day nitawaambia. But today si muhimu sana ni washow. Si muhimu sana ni washow. But I know stories of how in scenarios za vitu zili happen shule while he was at Kamsinga. I know things that happened at University of Nairobi. Yeah, I know quite a number of things, even in his wakili life. But for this conversation, for the sake of this conversation, let us stick to his leadership, who he is now. I would not want to talk about his leadership style while during Moi's time, because I didn't get to interact with him, and I don't want to dwell so much on hearsays that he did that, he didn't do that. Weta mimi najua, if you reach him with a problem, he will try and sort it out. If ukimfikia, lakini he is one guy who can decide you are not reaching him. So most guys, hata mimi napatanga messages kwa inbox yangu, but we are looking for Mheshimiwa Wetangula, can you help us reach him? Guys, me and you are on the same level. When I was born, Wetangula was a friend to my father like this. Walikuwa mabeste hivi. Hata kasimba kamzeka huko Kitinda, yenda alikata ribbon. Wetanda alikata ribbon ya simba ya mzee ya nyumbani. But it gets to a point where one has to be a leader has to be busy doing things here and there, kutafutia familia, and muna lose touch. So now I think I'm going to a direction that I should just give it a special segment for that. Let me stick to this other one. In the meantime, you can send me anything, any questions. Bado, I think I'm loud enough. Naona ni kama ama ni nini tu ija upload more comments. Let me see if I think it should be okay. I put it at the wrong place, guys. I put it at the wrong place. I put it at the wrong place. Kujifunza hizi vitu nayo. So now you're getting me loud and clear, I think. So I was telling you, Mheshimiwa Wetangula should just find it easy. You should just find it easy to accept some of these criticisms. Easy criticisms ni vitu zenye he must be expecting by now. The fact that he has become the speaker and not the president. Sasa akikuwa president je? Atoko tunamuuliza maswali. Atoko tunauliza Mheshimiwa Wetangula maswali. Now, let us calm down. we have Mheshimiwa Eugene Wamalwa, who has been in leadership for quite some time. And you guys know that now, by the way, when I have addressed Wetangula for quite some time, that I would want that to be more or less an umbrella comment for all that are in office, all leaders that are in office. Now, when I talk about Eugene, I'm talking about those who have been in office na wako nje na wanataka kurudi ama wajisikii kurudi. Hawa ndio nataka kuongelea saa hii. So I think it would be important that all our leaders understand that kama ulikuwa huko, tutauliza maswali. If you want to go back, why can't we ask you questions? Why shouldn't we ask you questions? We should, and you should feel free, or you should feel obliged to respond, kwa sababu usipo respond tutajijazia na tutakuwa tuna use it against you. Mheshimiwa Eugene was in the defense, no, before defense. Alikuwa kwa water, alikuwa Minister of Justice, alikuwa hiyo ya defense. If someone asks, like Mheshimiwa Didmas Baraza asks, what did you do with that position? What is wrong with our leaders just saying, I did this, I did that, I did that? Okay, if there are some things that could be having legal implications, should that leader talk about them? Why not handlers wake waseme? Kama naona ile ya kusema kwa ofisi ni ngumu, and hata wale wenye wako ofisi sahi, kama mnaona zile vitu zenye mnafanya ni ngumu, mtu akisema for example ulisaidia mse fulani job na inakaa ni kama conflict of interest yenye inaweza leta legal battles or something, then ask your handlers to say it, you know. Then I realize that some leaders are having handlers who are clueless about them. They are clueless about those leaders. Yani mtu anafuatanga tu kama kondoo, ameangalia tu chini, hata angalii juu, ameangalia tu chini, amfuata tu ya next, so that akishtuliwa na swali about that leader anakasirika. Unaona jamaa amekasirika, ameanza ku create moods, tutakupiga, tutakufanya nini, tutakuvinya, sijui nini. Guys, this life is for all of us to enjoy. And at times hata wale wase wako, naonanga wase wenye wako kwa opposition wanna gain more from these governments kuliko wale wenye wako wenye wako kwa serikali, because even your leaders anakuangalia hivi, anaona hii mtu yangu ni kumbafu tu, huyu ni mtu tu akupatia 100 shillings, 200 shillings, 300 shillings, atembea hapa akidai yeye ni mtu yangu. But in real sense, like maybe akicollect information here and there, akishare na kuonyesha presence ya that leader, you know, while so unajua vile these supporters at times when they are out there, you would feel the presence of the leader himself. Yeah, one or the other. Maybe their dress code, marangi, or maybe just the way they talk, or yeah. But when it comes to serious stuff, unapata jamaa anaangalia hivi, anaona sasa huyu hata nikimpatia nampatia nini? Mtu ni kelele tu, kelele tu na kutembea around kufura tu kuonyeshana you are the who is who, but nothing much. Yeah, this is one thing that those supporters should learn. That is one thing that those supporters should learn. I want us to sit down and evaluate our leaders from their deeds. Leaders wasikae wakifikiria ati sisi tunajua what they are doing. Today, Bungoma South NAT Executive Secretary Ken Ganga amefanyishwa vetting at Parliament. Let me tell you, This one I want to deal with it from a different angle. Ken is someone who has earned, he has earned that position. Nani anajua gari ya Papa Ken? Anakuwa na gari ingine hapo, sijui KCF ama, I think it's a KCF. By my own rating, hakuna gari imekimbia hii county kushinda hiyo gari. Okay, let's give it, let's deal with the miaka ya hiyo gari when it was bought and stuff. If all those factors remain constant, hiyo gari inakimbia left, right and center. Ken does it for Ford Kenya. Ken does it for himself as an executive, not secretary. And for those of you who don't know, we all have relatives. We all have relatives. But do you know, tell me, unaweza pata tu position usaidie watu huko nje, waache relatives zako. Hata mmoja utamsaidia. You saw the other day Fred Wetangula exiting, or rather leaving, abandoning his brother Moses Wetangula for Tim. What does that mean? It means he feels he's not getting something this side, so he's moving to the side where he thinks he will get. Sasa hiyo sijui inasumbuaje wase ati Ken Ganga amepewa nafasi. Mimi wacha nikuambie tu kitu moja. There's one thing I've always known. Whether it's tribalism or not, there's one thing I've always known. That when you get a position, you will want your confidant with you. Confidant. And I mean confidant. Confidant could be your best friend. Your best friend anaweza kuwa ni ndugu yako. Your best friend anaweza kuwa ni baba yako. Your best friend anaweza kuwa ni jirani. Your best friend anaweza kuwa mtu tu kutoka tu mbali, mse mwenye you hang out with, you drink with, you know, you go to church with, you know. That could be your best friend. Somebody you can confide in. Mtu anaweza weka siri zako. Confidence. For a very long time, Papa Ken has been a confidant to Mheshimiwa Wetangula. Watu wako wana notice. Watu wako wana notice. He has done literally everything a man can do, including stepping down kusimama kura. Nyinyi endeni muulize Mheshimiwa Makali. Endeni muulize. And maybe by extension you can talk to Mheshimiwa Majimbo Okumu. He has a few, quite a good chunk of information about what has transpired in the political circles of Bungoma. Papa Ken has sacrificed severally. Yani Weta anamwambia tu you step down, we bana, we utafanyia chama kazi. Na anabaki. And I have every reason to believe that 2017, sorry. I don't know about 2013. Let me talk about 2017. 2017, yenda alileta walimu on board kusaidia Wangamati. On behalf of Weta. And that is why, for those of you who remember, he was rumored to be going to be contesting for the position of chief of staff. At that time, ikakuja wanampatia political advisor, sio nampatia nini. Then again, Wetaka mwambia tulia. I'm saying this, I do not have his permission to talk about it, and I do not have to seek for it. I'm talking to you as Edu, the anchor to this episode, and the third arm of Bungoma County Government. Naongea tu vitu zangu. So kama kuna watu wako na issue na Papa Ken kuchaguliwa, okay, it's their right. maybe Weta can defend himself, having made that decision. But as for me, I think Papa Ken deserves that position. He deserves it. He deserves it then. Anyway, in fact, if you asked me, probably he deserves much more. He deserves much more. Ken aliweka everything on the line. Everything. And at times I would sit with him and I would read disappointments when some decisions were made. I would read disappointments. So mali yako sahi, personally I was very happy when he was appointed. When he was not appointed, nominated. I was very happy. Wacha enda afanye kazi. Akisi amefanya vetting, I hope amepita, enda chape job. I've always said that you know him, he's one person who eats with people. Papa Ken eats with people. So let him work. Huyo najua atarudisha nyumbani. So if there is anything that I have seen in Speaker Moses Wetangula in terms of appointments, I can name that one as one of those big appointments he has assisted. Hiyo ya my brother Sudi huyu wa Drips, hiyo pia is another one. And of course yana Khumicha. Hii ya nani ya Juma Mkhwana, hiyo ni ya UDA. That one you not convince me. Hata munipeleke wapi, hiyo mwezi ni convince. Juma Mkhwana was appointed by UDA. Edward Kisiangani huyo akamkuywa, huyo ni mtu ya UDA. Hao ndo watu walikuwa kama think tanks wa hizo ma blueprint sijui nini, you know. So mi kuna tu wale wase wengine wenye najua tu au si Ford Kenya ndio ilifanya wakapata. But yeah, I see Wetangula is trying to put together the Luya unit, Luya clique or ziweka pamoja. Nasikia huko Kakamega ametembea sana, amepenetrate kabisa. And you know now that Mudavadi is taking a laid back position. I think ana assume kuwa yeye ndio mwenye town. He's the owner of Kakamega, he's the owner of Vihiga. He will be surprised. If Baba indeed steps out of active politics as from December, January this year or early next year, then mtaona vile Ruto atapenetrate hiyo place. Ruto atapenetrate mbaya sana, just like he's going to penetrate Kisumu and Nyanza regions. And I can almost assure you that if everything remains constant, Baba might just endorse Ruto. Akina Braxton sijui mtalala wapi. Akina Braxton mtalala wapi. Okay, wakiendorse Baba, akiendorse Ruto. Yeah, so our leaders, kubalieni muulize maswali. Kubalieni muulize maswali, kubalieni kuwa held accountable, you know. I'm asking those who walk around our leaders with no specific leader in mind, but just all of them. If your leader is those kind of leaders who are busy, just have information on them. What do they do? What did they do? Where? How? So that ukijipata mahali wanasema huyu jamaa kunanga kitu anafanya, wewe unasema hapana. At least mimi najua alifanya hii. Then leave the decision as to whether that is work worth talking about or not. Ikwe tu wale wase wenye wako hapo wanasikiza, you know. It is just like the way I normally say, when I do a publication on ikoikwe.com, if the main body is mentioning some people negatively or in bad light, and I do a rejoinder at the bottom where I've given those adversely mentioned an opportunity to say something, guys, it is upon the reader to decide whether the body is what suits him or the rejoinder. See, mimi na decide. I would have done my bit. I've given you the information as received. I've given you a rejoinder, I've given you the right of reply. Hiyo kwanza kuna na majamaa wengine wako na ufala sana hii county. Unapata mzee hata ndele TV yangu. At times I look out for them. I'm like, okay, I need you to assist someone here or there, or even myself. Msa anajifanya anajifanya mandazi anataka kupembelezwa. Alafu sasa zile nimepata information on him, anaanza kukimbia around. Oh, you know, I am a relative to Edu. Nonsense. That is bullshit. I'm sorry about that, but I withdraw that. But that is something that I do not subscribe. Atuta work namna hiyo. We will not. George Wanyonyi Wanjala anasema aje? Anasema on Ken 100% correct. He deserves the proposed position. Yeah. That is one person who has supported. But then yes, guys, it is over an hour since nianze. Nimeingia tu hivi free, nikaenda nimetembea, nimerudi, nimemaliza. But just remember that soon, that will be on Sunday. Chana onyeshe kitu nataka kufanya on Sunday tutakuwa hapa. Tutakuwa tunafanya kupeana mang'ombe na Mheshimiwa Wamboka. Tutakuwa live. So this live stream right now is just a way of testing the equipment so that we know what to do next. In line with the topic tonight, right? You guys, you notice that we've been talking about Likumba. Jack alikuwa juzi, was it on Saturday I think, or Saturday or Monday? Saturday or Sunday. Alikuwa huko pande ya Mabaringo huko, kwenda kutembelea a colleague wa komiti yake. On Sunday wanakuja hapa, I think it was on Sunday, wanakuja hapa Bumula na anakuja kupeana wamama ng'ombe, wamama wajane. So tell me guys, this is one leader who is pulling things to his people. Enda huko nje, tafuta marafiki kuja kuambia bana, kujeni bana, nyinyi bana, kuna watu yangu pande kuja muone. So let us look at this thing positively. Mheshimiwa Jack Wamboka is a first time MP. Yeah? Amekwaruzana mara kadhaa, amesimama kura akianguka, but finally alitoboa. Na sahi he's the founder of the Tawe movement. Yeah? You look at politics ya Jack Wamboka, he's avoiding combating, or rather brushing shoulders with Ford Kenya and Moses Wetangula, to be precise. He is avoiding that. You notice that he's targeting the president only. And I don't know if that is in line with what I've heard before, that he is likely to end up in Ford Kenya. This has got nothing to what his plans are, to the kind of plans he has. This is just my view, that he might, based on that, if he's trading carefully, he doesn't want to hit at Wetangula, he doesn't want to hit at Fort Kenya, he does not criticize the governor of Bungoma per se, he doesn't. That one is an indicator that he has a soft spot for Fort Kenya at large. So looking at it that way, you tell that kidogo yeye kuingia Fort Kenya inaweza kuwa rahisi for him, you know, inaweza kuwa rahisi for him. Of course tulisikia juu ya gubernatorial ambitions zake, something that watu wa Bumula walikataa, na walikataa wakati walikuwa wanaulizwa are you willing kuachilia Jack Wamboka aende asimame ugavana? Wakasema tawe. This tawe, that's why I'm telling you guys, this tawe thing should not be looked at as in ati kitu inapiga Weta vita. Hata Weta anaweza tumia hiyo tawe. anaweza kuja tu aambie mtu hapa hii Bungoma hii ama Wamoko Kakamega ama wapi ama hata kwa ofisi ya president aenda aambie president tawe. It is just a way of saying I'm dissatisfied. Yeah, so tawe is not anti-Weta, tawe is not anti-Ford Kenya. Ni vile tu mheshimiwa anatembea ameichukulia kuwa tawe yake ni ya anti-Weta, tawe yake ni ya anti-Ford Kenya. Tawe ya Jack Wamboka ni anti-government, national government, si county government. He does. I've not heard him attacking or criticizing the county government. Sijasikia. So tawe ya Jack ni ya national government, ya President Ruto, ni ya Rigathi Gachagua, ya kina Ndindi Njoro, ya kina nani hao wote. Hiyo tawe yake ni ya huko. Tawe yanatembea ni ya Ford Kenya, ya Wetangula, ya Nakhumicha and hiyo watu yote. So we can have these towers in all forms, but bottom line, we must be allowed, we must be given that space to critique. And Mheshimiwa Wetangula, look at it in that direction. Let us critique you, let us ask you questions, and when you have an opportunity, we know you're a very busy person. Normally you say ati you do not answer you to what. Kwanza hiyo kitu yenye ulisema ya social media ndo nachekanga tu, kwa sababu social media ndo unabashiwa sana. You know, you could be comfortable where you are, but your people, our kuli, our mezi mate, wasa wamekaa tu wamefura, wanasikia tu wanataka kupiga watu. You know, because number one, they don't know anything about you. Kitu tu wanajua ni wewe ni Papa wa Roma. That is all they know. Kimuuliza Papa wa Roma alifanya nini, they are clueless. That is why wanaona tu wanataka kupiga wasi. Unaona? So let them know you, let them know what you do. And wale wenye wamesaidiwa pia waseme. Wale watu wengine wanasaidiwa na hata hawataki julikane. You know, watu wanasaidiwa ni chini ya maji. Hata kikaa mahali saa ile wanapata watu wanaongea mbaya juu ya Weta ama any other leader mwenye amemsaidia. Hata huyo Eugene watu wanasema hajasaidia watu. Eugene, me personally I know Eugene alikuja akafanya yenda alisimamia fundraising ya Mika Wanyenje. You understand? Yenda alisimamia fundraising ya Mika Wanyenje. Mika Wanyenje, to be where he is right now, it was because of Ikue movement. Tulimfanyia fundraising. Tulimfanyia fundraising pale the Duke. The guest of honor was Mheshimiwa Eugene. MCS walikuwa hapo 7 led by Mheshimiwa Majimbo Okumu. MPs walikuwa sijui 3 4, including Mheshimiwa Didmas, including Mheshimiwa Osotsi, wote walikuwa hapo. We did a fundraiser, tukapatia Jack tukapatia Mika do. In fact tulimnunulia tu equipment. Some of them ziliassembliwa na Serengo hapa, our own Serengo ndali assemble my speakers and what have you, my keyboard nini tukanunua kutoka Nairobi. So this is Ikue movement. Hiyo ndo CSR, one of the CSRs. In fact I think it was the maiden CSR ya Ikue. It must have been 2018 if I'm not wrong, December, the Duke. So mi ukiniuliza what has Eugene done, kabla sijaanza kuambia ati sijui alileta sijui nini sijui maji sijui nini ya kusaidia watu wengi, at least I know one thing, that he came and he supported us, help Mika Wanyenje, nurture a talent. Mika Wanyenje baadaye alikuwa anaoza tu town. Ask him. Alikuwa anaoza town. If it were not for Ikue to move in, and Ikue kitu ilitupatia boost ni the fact that we could buy him equipment. Na hiyo buying him equipment hatungeweza fanya si wenyewe. That is why we organize a fundraiser yenye mheshimiwa alikuja na kina Mheshimiwa Majimbo and the team. Hata Papa Ken Nganga huyu ambassador, he was in that fundraiser. It was a huge event. I remember for the first time my uncle Lumumba alikuwa hapo ndani, ma human rights kina nani hawa kina Baraza Nyukuri, they were there. So we are looking at a scenario where this leadership ikikubali tu kuwa tunaweza wauliza maswali, we are going to have an Israel. Otherwise mtakuwa mnatupiga na bado tunauliza. The good thing about kupigwa ni moja, hao watu wanapiganga watu ni watu wa umuhimu tu. Wale wenye walikuwa wanapiga watu wakati wa Wangamati, mnaonanga? Do you ever see them? You guys, let me ask you, mnaonanga? Have you seen how they have humbled themselves in this county? You guys, you imagine ati nyinyi ndio mnajua kupiga watu. Utapiga tu. Your time to humble will come, my friend. You will humble. Mtakuwa mnakaa hivi, utakuwa unakaa hivi. Sasa hiyo Weta, let me tell you. Weta cannot be relevant forever in Bungoma politics. Eugene Wamalwa cannot be relevant forever in Bungoma. Hata huyo mheshimiwa anatembea, he will never be relevant forever. Time yake ya kugo itafika. And woe unto you kama ataenda, kama wewe bado uko around hujakuwa placed mahali. You're still a casual employee, you're still living on handouts, na bado unataka kutisha watu. Mtu unapewa handout ya 500 in a day, unaona ni pesa mingi sana, na una ni ile siku tu mdosi amekuja. Learn how to be important. You know, but then let me say this before I end. There was a time I used to tell my friends that it is not easy kukua supporter wa leader, but these leaders ukiwa support, make sure that unajipackage in such a way that huyu leader akikuangalia anaona huyu jamaa anaweza kuwa so and so, anaweza kuwa PA, huyu jamaa anaweza kuwa senior driver, huyu jamaa anaweza kuwa bodyguard wangu, huyu jamaa anaweza. Na kuna wale wenye anajua huyu ni goon tu, huyu ni wa kupanga violence. Huyu unampatia changa atembee nayo kwa gari akinywesha vijana wakitupa mawe. Iko wale watu wamepakejiwa hivyo, wanajipackage hivyo. And that is exactly what they get. And that is why, you know, at times mimi nawaambianga hizi vitu msikuwe mnachukulianga for granted. I say it with a clean heart. That is why unapata hata kuna watu hapo wanaanza kulialia, ambia ikuwe andike nimekatazwa sijui kufanya nini sijui wapi. It is because you never listened. You never listened. You never listened. If kijana mdogo tu anakukazia kuona governor na wewe unajidai sijui ni nani kwa hiyo serikali, and it clearly tells you where you have been placed. You are a goon, stay huko nje. Where there are intellectuals, you don't fit. That is the message. Kaa huko nje na magoons, panga magoons. Sasa ungekuwa huko kwa barabara unakimbia kutafuta vijana na mawe na marungu na manini. Ufai huko kwa meza think tanks. Hiyo meza utoshei. That is enough for tonight. Nimeongea sana. Karibu saa 6. Okay guys, about politics. I've realized since I chose to live an easy life. An easy life meant I work with everyone. Mimi by the way, I have peace with I'm at peace with everyone. I'm at peace with my MCA. My own MCA hapa Makabichi. We work together. Tuko peace kabisa. Sahi the latest project ni kuna mtoto anatoka hapa Sinoko ambaye hajaenda shule up to now. You know? And huyo mtoto mimi ningependa ya kwamba mtoto aende shule when schools open on 30th. I've already talked to the principal. The MCA has promised that yeye atamlipia, atamuorganizea aende shule. But I have a plan B. Just like I've done with all the other cases zenye tume work na huyo MCA na MCAs wengine. Let me tell you, I normally start with the MCA. If the MCA doesn't naruka kwa MP. MP asiposaidia naenda kwa senator and napanga hivyo, sitakangi kukimbia mbio tunakimbia huko na kimbia mahali pamoja. Just the other day, that was on Friday. Was it Friday? At Friends School, Hawaya Secondary. I presented a check of 10,000 to a student, anaitwa nani huyo student? I think I should remember the name. It will be important if I remember the name, so that isikuwe ni kama naongea tu hapa. Just give me a minute. I'm almost there. So Mama County gave me a check of 10,000 kulipia mtoto, na hii kesi ilikuwa hivi. There's a teacher called Mwalimu Alex. Alex had called me sometimes back, about a month plus. Akaniambia bana, nisaidia mtoto bana. So I told him, hey bana, yeah, me I'm not in a position now because I'm already helping another kid. But he insisted. The boy is called Michael Ombuchi. Admission number 621. Yeah. This is Haoya Friends Secondary. This is check 1 and there's another check 2. So both of them to Michael Ombuchi. So mtoto nilipresent you check in the presence, in the full glare of the cameras. Ilikuwa ni fundraising ya hiyo shule. Mheshimiwa Makali was there. He was the guest of honor. So nika present you check. But I thank so much Mama County for supporting this boy. Mtoto akona balance ya 23,000. So kwa hiyo 23,000 now we are paid 10. So imebakia 13. Hiyo tutaangalia vile tunalipa. But hiyo ni ya huko juu. Huku chini sinoko huku, huyo ni wa hajaenda shule up to now. Mtoto anaishi kwa Chang'aa Den where they sell Chang'aa. And I even went there, mama yake akani treat almost like trash. You know, she was so disinterested in my visit because she says she voted, she went to seek for bursary, hakupata, akaenda hiyo scholarship, hakupata. So she is almost giving up on leadership. I doubt if that lady will vote again. She's almost giving up on that. So when I arrived, I'm like, okay, so mama, come on, we sit down, we talk about how we can assist. Alikataa kukaa chini. I'm telling you, she refused to sit down. Mimi nikakaa chini, paka nikaita mtoto wake msichana ndo alikuja kakalia hicho kiti. But her, she refused. She said, we sema, mnasemanga hivi na mnaenda. So meaning that even there could be some other guys who've come there and have, promised heaven and delivered nothing. So Mama County, thank you very much again. Mheshimiwa anaitwaje, mheshimiwa mbona mti yangu na kusahau. Mheshimiwa Makali, you've done a lot. 82 students in Kandui kwa shule kwa sababu yako na unawalipia kutoka kwa mfuko yako. Mheshimiwa, thank you very much. That is what we call kuvulera likumba khukabane. We can see, and this thing you do not have to give me directly. Ukipatia ndugu yangu, upatie dada yangu, upatie jirani yangu, upatie nani ule, upatie jirani wa Edgar huko Muskoma, upatie jirani wa Nelima huko Mkhwea huko, if not Clara huko pande ya East Bukusu huko, or Papa Wanjoya. That is what we call hurerari kumbahukabane. On that note, thank you and have a good night. So mambo ya MCS tumemaliza. Mimi niko tu free flow. Sina haraka na mambo ya MCA. Nafikiri unaona hata health yangu niko fiti. Mlinikondesha sana wakati wa kura, sasa hii niko fiti. Mlinikondesha sana, so sitaki sana mambo ya kura mimi. And not unless there's any other question. It's almost midnight, man. It is almost midnight. Inaitwa ikue kama mbaya. By the way, I ran into another song here. Guys, I want you to listen to this song. It's very, very interesting. Sikizeni hiyo. Joan Jotunes Tunduri. Oli walibende ita.
kenya kha musebali ali khakhina akhilanga bindu bitaru chebweni akhilanga unwa ine nilime
nomukhasi naye
umukhasi ne kenya khana khakhina muna khakapa lukalakala akho yabene kakhama bibwili bitaru khuchebwe
John, this one I'm replaying this because of you. Inataka usikize vizuri sana. John, this is for you.
wazesitane omubu kusuna mwomulu yena kenyo khana akhina muse akhilanga bindu bingi
umukhasi kenya kha musebali ali khakhina akhilanga bindu bitaru chebweni akhilanga unwa ine nilime
nomukhasi naye
umukhasi ne kenya khana khakhina muna khakapa lukalakala akho yabene kakhama bibwili bitaru khuchebwe
bana bapapako semureba bana bamayi muchibe umoya kwangele kakurebe wanande chawana mulanda kaya murebe ebuya okwesina zibi ebana bapapa esemureba uchine semureba biliyena nibyo mwabola bana bapapa khukabane enywe bayaya ikumbaliliyena nibyo mwabola semurera khukabane enywe bapapa ikumbaliliyena nibyo mwabola semurera khukabane asikali kombo ikumbaliliyena umisa kitui semurera khukabane nibyo nikurundu
Kesho tutakuwa not kesho, Sunday itakuwa live kutoka huko Bumola. Mheshimiwa Wamboka atakuwa anapeana mang'ombe. This one is called Lihoni. You know, I ran across some I've never had in my entire life. So I'll be sampling this kind of music in due course. So kwa sahi wacha niwaachie hii msikize vitu huyu jamaa anajaribu kusema hapa. They were just comedy, but they had so many lessons within them. So yeah, Let's do this. Huh?
mulozi bona kumwezi kwa munana kuweleza uja wacheka mukhwazi wakana kerero mwana likhoni tamisa khulenda khuja muchole ndosi nene nalinyolekhana mwana ali khuchaya langi oti muno wandasa
karibu khuli mayai napo
riena
khuli bana
wandasa benejolo mwana alinge abe mukhe wanumire kenya khwingila nenyila abyala omwirerikho ninge wandasa omukho
kakena akakechile wachendale wapumbashana ne papa alikho chochocheka alafu irana mweta niyenga negeze kaola chakhabiwe sekambili chakhafuata ndalata sinenya bushi utakubulai one berike ni mwana mukhola sinenya berike uta bona bushi
abwena abana baluyayo nechile nembolela basakhulu namwawulanga chikhafuna mulyana bila khuwakho basorere anyuma obola omwana kakhula echali belikhoni omusoreri alobasanira ta niwolya chikhafu chomwana oliwo wamala babana bosi nokobola oli nawo koki none enyimba nebira mulyango olise byakimila naruramu mwana kalila bana balya nechile chimbilo bana bapapenywe natimaka chimbilo olelo musolelu musakhulu noline kumyandu otime chimbilo womwana wabukula chikhafuli lwanyuma wemina basani ola wemana basani walya wengene wemana basani wanyonyimbuka bubinywe waya mubolele babakachile womwana kawula chikhafu kemana kimyandu ikhoni lyolile yaya omwana oyo atimaka likhoni balingalisa khwira yakhabakha khafwa khongene ta yakhabakha busi khongene banyuma batile etambukanga bubi yaya mwana ndechaye zikalira omukeni wayelikitena alizekhola lye yaya alibana byebwana ula chikhafu papa yesi yakhabane kanyuma sesindi khwelanye olile kimyandu okaba babana bosikusa okharamo chichakha ya chokitawalila chokitawelocha chaturakawekezo mumuyongo munekelo mukiyayi kati machimbile ndio onifesisande yazikahukile omukeni wa mukhwami alalamula wange maifanisi aliawo kambe changa buzimaneni abana befwe echale khulila khungira lakini likhoni bana befwe namukhwele chikhafu bereranga babana mukhemana ta basakhulu mukhoya mwachenja kumwima mwana lwanyuma kamakhulila epapa nechile esekengozenganyala epapa nechile esekengozenganyala olakho papa nechile esekengozenganyala epapa nechile esekengozenganyala pepeto kalilolile ekhola dyena alala nesirengo notimakho mufira babandulola bareba papa bechilawo balimanya khutimaka echimbilo nachawo mukasa wa muzungu nanyolayo nomusoleli aliyo balitito yesikauka nachawo wakhabu mungomo papa otomani we danieli olakho manueli sikuku enda yasichangi alisekholandyena alala wikilifu mwana wasichangi nalizo isambu dairekita wa Kenya City aliyo wandabwa papa kimilembengo natimile chimilo awe naonda bole aho msoreringa aliyo barona tena maswa bolela ko bandu kama kwako sendebilira omukana aliyo bali metrini omwana womuzakhulu bali David khwatenge mungo mumabanga zenganyala Yeze papa nenjile Nyakengo zenganyala Papa nenjile Nyakengo zenganyala Yeze papa nenjile Nyakengo zenganyala
Oh, guys, have a good night, man. Tupatane kesho. No, kesho most times I'll be on the road, so tupatane the day after tomorrow ama jioni, and I'll be going live anytime. Nikipata kitu tu ya kwenda live naenda live, so yeah, good night. This is Ikue kama mbaya mbaya.